you overwhelmed with the amount of work that you need to do in a day, but then you end up doing nothing? Well, if that is the case, then keep watching, because I'm going to be sharing some productivity tips that have helped me in my business go from 0 to $5,000 months working 8 hours a week. My name is Melissa and I help online teachers build businesses to help them get hired and noticed. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 5 tips for productivity that have helped me. My first tip is to journal. It's really important to have a journal there, and I find that writing down, so write the vision and make it plain upon tablets, is one of my favourite biblical quotes. That has helped me in order to write down my own visions, especially when I was suffering with health issues a few years ago where I couldn't walk and I had to teach myself to walk again just to visualise my long-term plans. I've carried this through into business with teaching online, with making sure that I write down little plans the day before that I have for the next day. I find that if I write down what I need to achieve the next day, I'm more likely to do it rather than wasting time on TikTok, Facebook and Instagram. The other one is to make sure that you write a long-term vision as well. So why are you doing this? So it's best not to just write down a monetary value of, say, $10,000 a month or $5,000 a month, but also it's better to have a reason as to why you're doing it. Maybe that's to change your family's life, to spend more time with your family, have more freedom and flexibility. My second tip for productivity is to ensure that you have a time limit on your apps. So with my Facebook, social media, on my computer and laptops, I use screen time, and I make sure that I don't have screen time 8 in the morning, and I make sure that it comes on during the day, but in the evening that screen time is shut off. I found when I did use screen time, I had more time to focus on what was important, that being my business right now, to be able to focus on that. I wasn't being led away by seeing certain emails and then responding in the morning. As I say, I want to use that time for reflecting and also waking up from the morning and making sure I eat properly. So my third tip is what you consume. So hearing, seeing and consuming physically are all important. What we consume is very, very important for our mindset. Make sure that you eat properly. Have your 3 meals a day. Ensure that you eat healthily. Even if you are working from home and working for yourself, you deserve a break. Put that into your schedule. Ensure that you have that time in order to eat. Surround yourself with positivity. Negativity feeds more negativity, and sometimes, especially with online teaching, we can really go down that rabbit hole of feeling very negative and reading negative stories about how teachers aren't earning enough, how people aren't buying products, and then that makes us demotivated. So ensure that you surround yourself with productivity and use that time wisely. Make sure that you're watching positive things, listening to positive things, reading positive things, and eating healthy, positive food for energy. Now, my fourth tip is to ensure that you have a schedule for your day. So we are working from home, and me personally, my schedule can vary, but I do ensure that I have a schedule. I make sure that I get up every day, I get dressed every day. That is really important to me, whether I am teaching or not. I make sure that I have a routine. In the mornings, I tend to teach, and then in the later afternoon, I tend to teach as well. So I use the mornings to be teaching on Outschool, I use the evenings to teach on Outschool, and I use the early afternoons to be teaching my own students when they finish school here in the UK. So that way I am hitting the Asian market, because I'm teaching very early in the morning, like 7 a.m, 8 a.m, and it's a reason to get up, which is fantastic, because it means that in the middle of the day I can be focusing on emails, my website, YouTube channel, creating my own courses. I can do all of those things during the day. So ensure that you have a schedule that works for you so that everybody around you knows what your schedule is as well. Fifth tip for being productive is to be strict on yourself. So when you are working from home, don't be sidetracked with errands that you might need to do around the house. Make sure you use that time for working. Make your sandwiches and lunch the day before so that you're not using that time in the middle of the day to do cooking, which you wouldn't do if you was outside of your house at your physical job. As promised, down below I do have a PDF with mistakes that teachers commonly do. So if you want to know how to get your business up to a really good start with a fantastic foundation, then do pick up the free PDF that I have down below. Thank you very much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe.